Hi CBC Music, I am Sam Outlaw, and I'm going to show you how to do alternate tuning. So standard tuning on a guitar is the strings are E, A, D, G, B, E, and I, strangely enough, actually tune down a whole step. So that means not just one fret down, but a whole fret down. So when I'm playing what for most people is an E, it's actually a D. Let's pretend, for instance, that I'm all the way, so that's an E right there. That's where most people would, start their guitar at a standard E, but I'm actually all the way down. So you can hear a D right there. So you just literally tune your strings all the way down, a whole step, all the way down. So instead of it being an E as your lowest string, it's a D. Instead of it being an A, you got a G. Instead of it being a D, you got a C. And all the way down, G is an F, B is an A, and that high E string is, of course, a high D. There's a few things that come in handy when you tune down a whole step. First of all, what's kind of nice is if you have a lot of songs that are in the key of G, I can actually play them in open A form. So when I strum, for me, an A-shaped chord, that's actually a standard G, which is kind of nice because I do have a lot of songs in G. So it's like one of those things where it's a little difference that I know about, and other people might perceive subconsciously but not consciously. So it creates a little bit of a different sound when you play live, which I guess maybe helps set your sound apart from someone else. The other thing I really like about it is that while I can be tuned down a whole step, oftentimes my harmony singer, she also plays acoustic guitar, we leave her acoustic guitar in standard tuning and then maybe take the capo and capo up like, say, 5. So for instance, let's say I'm playing down here, right? And I'm playing an open G chord, which is actually the key of F. She can come up here. Well, I'm tuned down, but let's say I was in standard tuning. I would capo 5 and play C, and it's the same thing. So it's kind of nice that she can play capoed up in different voicings, and then the two sounds together kind of complement each other. Usually on stage, you're going to want to plug your guitar into a tuner because then you get a super accurate reading. But a lot of times you can't do that. And so if you're going to do acoustic stuff, you just use a clip tuner, which is this little guy right here. And the clip tuner is nice because even though it has a microphone on it, you can set the mode to clip. And that means that in order to read where you're at, you clip it onto the headstock of your guitar, and it actually reads the vibrations of the strings. If you're on stage and there's a lot of other people making noise and all of that stuff could potentially be hitting your tuner, when you're using vibrations, it's only reading your own guitar. So it's kind of a good way to have your own little tuner on the fly. I'm Sam Outlaw, and that is how to do alternate tuning on your acoustic guitar.